Oh, there.
Afternoon. Well, technically.
Yeah. Hello.
Um, how's it going? Who am I speaking to?
Um, who am I speaking to?
Yeah.
Um, Crows, I suppose.
You, okay. Um, how's it going?
I'm alright.
Haven't seen you in a while.
Oh, this is true.
How's the family? How's Goose? How's
Still missing
yeah,
for the most part.
for the most part.
What are you doing up there?
Just maintaining healthy distance.
Mm-hmm. Right, that thing.
That yeah, well, distance isn't really a thing. It's more of a
I mean, more about your recent behavior.
my behavior.
Mm. Yeah, rumor mill and whatnot.
Yeah. What do you think my behavior has been?
Mm, generally paranoid.
Generally paranoid.
Mm.
Hmm. Yeah, I too think it's generally paranoid when somebody gains the ability to go into my dimension without my consent and steal my things and yeah, plot to kind of throw me out of things and not trust me and that's pretty good reasons to be paranoid in my opinion.
Mm. Well, I mean, well, I'm not here to admonish you in any way.
Yeah. Well, you're succeeding there, totally.
Mm. I mean, I don't believe your take is entirely wrong, and I don't think theirs is either.
Yeah, if you're here to morally high ground me like Scar instead of taking a side, that's kind of outside of my wheelhouse here.
I'm not morally high grounding anyone. I'm just saying I'm a neutral party.
Yeah. So was Sprout before they did what they did. Ripped my heart out, basically.
What what happened exactly? The whole ripping your heart out
we
thing.
we came across information
Mhm.
of what the universe was, what it could be. Well, you've probably read The Dawn's Eye. It's been like everywhere
Mhm.
around at least.
Yes. Yes.
Most of that's true, if not all of it. I think it's true. Um, and then uh, the log decided to kind of team up together a little bit
Mm-hmm.
to uh, get into my dimension, which the only way is to allow me to let them in there. But they, I basically trusted them in there,
Mm-hmm.
and then Sprout set a mark so they could teleport in there whenever they wanted, and so they did, and then they stole the the code to the console to make the one universal change. which is obviously big red flags after reading The Dawn's Eye, because the only reason why they would do that, and especially behind my back, is to do something like a universal change without anybody else having a say.
Yes.
So,
I.
and they for a while, Sprout refused to remove the mark from my dimension because it's the only safe place possible,
Mhm.
and it was the only safe place given to me, and Sprout took that away, so I was very upset.
Mhm.
Um, and then they, instead of saying yes, I will, they threw me back into my dimension through their portal, and then I threatened them
Mhm.
after I got back, and they said they had already removed it, and somebody tested it, and then they did. So then I said a very gritted teeth thank you and left.
Mm. I believe the reason for the stealing of the code was a difference in opinion.
Doesn't matter.
Well, I'm sure
Even
it
if it's a
wasn't.
difference of opinion, going behind my back instead of actually talking to me was clearly out of line.
Yes, of course.
Especially violating, like, everything.
It's a violation of privacy. Yes, I understand.
Violation of safety, privacy, and home.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Um, Unfortunately, I did hear the other side first. That did not sway my opinion, but I do wonder why get rid of the gods?
I don't. I do not necessarily want to just kill the gods with the one universal change.
Mhm.
If I did do it, it would be one of another laundry list of things that would help us. But the gods are intangible. We cannot. The gods work for themselves. They use us as pawns in order for more power, in order for, thus giving
Mhm.
us some sort of divine blessing. And I think that's ridiculous. I think that instead of us working for the gods should we should have the ability to help ourselves instead of some mystical beings up in the sky where we don't actually know what they're planning, what they're
Mhm.
doing. They don't talk to us. People die on the streets who could have received divine blessing and been saved, but instead others are given it in their place, which is
Mhm.
ridiculous. I think that if it were up to me, we would have the ability by ourselves to wield magic,
Mhm.
to wield somewhere near the power of the gods. Because we each other can understand each other. We can work towards each other. We're all right here. Instead, we have a hooded figure up in the sky who, like, answers to nobody, talks to nobody but whom they wish to, and can have any sort of ideal that is not in not in step with us thriving.
Mhm.
Thusly, the god of war and state, the god of death, the god of death and war, which is of a different pantheon, etc.
Mhm.
I think that we shouldn't have to do that.
You know, I actually would agree with you. Self-governance is one of the most important things a man could have. But, of course, there are consequences to just ridding them entirely. You know, some people's lives are held up by the gods, and I don't
Yeah, but
know.
we have a no consequence button. You know what I mean? You're given a one-time free ticket to write whatever we want and fix anything that we want without consequence, realistically. The console says it preserves stability, and then it preserves narrative, and then it preserves something else I don't remember. But so as long as whatever we're doing makes sense, it doesn't break the universe, like we once did, and it preserves a narrative, there is a way forward, then it would be accepted, and then we would be fine.
Yes, but what plans
I
do
don't
you have
see a
in
but
place
here, Crows.
to replace? But you want to replace the gods with
I
something
never said
different?
replace. I said we ourselves should have access to magic, just as Burrow once did. Everybody else and most of the people in Burrow's world, the way they got magic at all was from the gods. Very lucky few, such as Burrow on Vespera, got magic.
Yeah.
I'm merely saying that we do not need their power. We work for ourselves, understand each other.
How do we? What I'm saying is, how do we make sure everyone stays okay and intact when we remove the gods' magic?
We write a very long, nested line of code.
You
And we make
write
sure that
code.
we leave nothing out. I said we.
Well, yes, but you have the skill to create the code, don't you?
Sure. Which is, again, why I find the folly of giving the code somebody who does not understand what they're doing, doesn't know what a computer is, has no idea how to use a terminal, is ridiculous.
Yeah. I see. And actually, I agree with you. Clearly, you're the most qualified. You make pretty good points.
It doesn't matter much to me, Phoenix. Not right now. Or Crows. Sorry, I don't know who you are right now.
It's okay.
I hear you've been doing some interesting stuff.
Yes, well, I'm attempting to reverse a bunch of interesting stuff, but it's no matter, really.
It's a little matter. That's why I'm up here and you're down there.
I'm not dangerous, if that's what you're worried about.
You're made of fire. Inherently, you are flammable. Not flammable. Inherently, you are. You know what I mean.
Well, hopefully, most of that stuff gets resolved soon. But I wouldn't hurt you, Rad. I hope you know.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I wouldn't put a portal in your dimension and sneak behind your back to get what is it, coordinates? A code?
Code.
That's certainly not something I would do. Especially not to a friend.
Person I was friends with went in the portal and came out somewhat different.
Well, I remember you pretty clearly.
Yeah, well, that's a new thing, huh?
You were confused, scared. You didn't know what was happening or who your friends were. But you decided to put your trust in me.
Slept
Right.
in your house, crows. You're making this kind of a bigger thing.
Still takes trust. You could have ran off to somewhere else.
Yeah, well, you trusted a chaotic neutral ghost and a lawful whatever he was, uh, salamander that was 10 feet tall.
It's an axolotl, but that's not a part.
Axolotl, sorry.
Um,
Didn't mean to misspecies your friend.
Forgot about. Um, you were shy and timid. You know, you didn't yell at people or threaten them with violence. It's very confusing.
What am I supposed to do when I'm being threatened myself? What do you want me to do?
I don't know. Just seemed out of character.
Out of character? No, sorry.
So I wanted to see what was wrong.
I actually really thought that path was done, but I haven't seen it from this angle, and it is not.
No,
It
it
is
is not.
nowhere near
It
done.
is
Oh
not
my gosh.
done.
Bro got it floating.
But anyhow, I'm sure you have a million reasons not to trust me. But
Yeah, that's about accurate.
I wouldn't harm you, Redcoat. I know you as a person, and it just seems like you're frightened, really.
That's probably the only adjective that could describe me right now.
Maybe these people, they broke into your house, stole your stuff, and
Well, and
considered you without counsel.
we're in a world that, like, I don't know. The apocalypse, at least we all had like a defining thing to work towards to like kind of, and like there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like even though it's fucking horrible, and they're like, oh yeah, it's gonna all happen again. It's like at least it's gonna end. At least there's a portal out. At least there's a way that maybe I can survive underground for 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
This is just people, and people are just barbaric.
I know.
I already knew that before I became a multiversal traveler on accident. But
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know it would be like the what's that one book? You might have heard it in your universe.
Mm-hmm.
Ours are fairly similar up to a point. It's like a book where a bunch of teenage boys get lost. They get stranded on an island.
Yes,
And
Lord of the Flies. Yes,
what'd you say?
Lord of the Flies.
Yes,
I
Lord
know
of the
this.
Flies. It's much like Lord of the Flies out here.
It's, mm,
What it feels like. We all got along for a time, and now something has happened that is of such importance
mm-hmm.
that everybody is fighting, scrounging over it like animals. When
Do you
there's logical solutions.
do you miss your universe, Red?
I miss college. I miss computers. I miss video games. I hope that somebody misses me
Hmm.
because I don't know if I knew anybody well enough for them to. And I know I didn't text my family that often anyway. I don't know if there's got to be some sort of strange time dilation or something, but I don't know if it's quicker or slower or if it's been long enough for anybody to even know I'm gone.
Yeah. I miss my life as well.
You died like 3 times.
Yeah, but
Just there's no end. I wish I would have. I don't know.
with what?
I don't know. Don't worry about it.
I don't know how many people missed me either. I mean, I had a lot of relationships, but most of them were superficial.
Yeah, but like I don't know.
You know, just all of this happening really makes you miss home, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. So you
It,
live here?
I, I mean, Nana lives here, and I just kind of
How's
bum along.
living with a robot?
It's better than living
Oh,
with anyone else.
I guess. Do they like charge?
Yes,
Do they get like plugged in? Yeah.
yes. They have like
I actually already knew that. That was a
a
really
bunch of them.
stupid question.
Mm.
They built like a modern house, like in 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 like a medieval world.
Yeah. Somehow it managed it.
Yeah.
But the thing I was wondering
Yeah.
was about the
Yeah.
computer
Yeah. Terminal.
terminal thing, whatever. It's a computer.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it is.
Like where it's from, who made it.
From what I can tell, somebody set it up a long time ago
Mhm.
and either stopped caring and left, or that was their intention from the start of them just putting it up and then leaving. Or uh, it was always like that, which is kind of a time fuck because somebody obviously would have had to set it up with how it is. So I have no clue.
Mm. Do you um remember Cool very well?
Uh, I remember the one night I walked in and I saw I he like stood straight like he was sleeping at your house for some reason.
Yes. Yeah,
And
there were.
he went straight up and like not it wasn't him mumbling to himself, but something was a lot of voices. And then he ran out the door. Well, not well, kind of clawed out the door, but went out the door and left his big ass axe which I was like, huh, probably shouldn't leave this lying around. So I picked it up for a little bit, and like I was waiting for you guys to get back. You finally did, so I came down from the tree house you let me live at. I was like, hey guys, this axe was on the ground, and then you guys went storming out. I saw him a few other times, but it was mostly a glimpse. But
Yeah.
I don't know, he just seemed troubled, kicked in his
Yes.
sleep.
He the voices he heard,
Uh huh.
those were, well, there were a lot of extenuating circumstances, but anyways, the voices he heard, well, they were part of what I was given, but the other part of what I was given as it is like a whole gift thing, you know. Um, I don't really have time to go into that at the moment, but the other part was I hear things now,
Well,
like magic.
magic.
Yes. And,
Okay.
well, obviously, if this computer can control reality, it was made of some magic.
Maybe. It seemed like it was just like a regular like office desk and computer. But I don't know.
I just, if I could, I'd like to take a look at it. Just to know. Just to, just to see.
Do you know what's gonna happen to Sprout now? Where they're going, what they're doing?
Sprout?
Yeah.
Mm, well, I assume Sprout will gather up all of his friends and talk about what they're gonna do.
Hmm.
Sprout, if the question is, does Sprout have any malicious plans? Then no.
That you know of at least.
Hmm. I'd be open to gather any more details. But I don't know. I'm not
uh
exactly the master of hiding, as you seem to be.
I read at least about you taking milkfish at one point. Is that true?
That
Basically.
did
Something along those
happen,
lines.
yes.
Where did you take milkfish to?
Mm,
Because it wasn't here. Probably would have noticed.
was a laboratory.
Hmm. How about I show you my bit this out of canon.
Mm-hmm.
It feels so hard whenever you say I'll show you this if you show me yours, because
Mm.
all I hear in my head is I'll show you mine. Show me mine. Fuck. Okay. Yeah. But if you show me your laboratory, I will take you to the computer. There you go.
Yeah, I can do it.
Okay.
Mm.
Where's that?
I mean, it's a bit of a walk, but you can teleport, so.
We take the nether? Like, is there a portal to it?
I think so, yes. It may have been destroyed, but I mean, we can hope.
Okay, we can look.
Yeah. I would take a boat with you.
Standby room. Oh, they got stuff.
Yeah. It's not his room.
They got a computer. What the fuck?
It can play Minesweeper.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Fuck. Fuck. That's it? God damn it.
Mm,
How do you even... How did you guys make, like, a logic gates?
I don't know. I'm not a robot.
And, like, RAM. How did you make RAM? RAM is so hard to make. Memory, too? Like, what the... How do you manage that? We have no precision tools.
You'd
What
You'd
is
have-
happening?
you'd have to ask Anna. I don't know. I don't know what's happening either. Like, this is the way.
Okay.
Go this way.
We... Oh my gosh.
I know.
Oh, there's so many Endermen.
The nether.
Another.
Huh, she didn't break it. It's kind of stupid, actually. Don't worry about
This
it.
isn't much of a laboratory.
No, you have to go back through the nether portal.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's stupid. Wow.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh.
What the fuck? This guy got here too.
Hmm.
This guy got here too. Yeah.
Oh. Boy. Ooh.
Yo, I think your clock's a few hours off.
Yeah. Hmm. Well, that's not good.
Is that a new addition?
Oh. Apparently. Yeah, apparently duplicating wild magic makes it go wild. This is the lab. Unfortunately, I haven't found anything useful yet in here, but
Yeah.
my counterpart hasn't exactly been writing things down. I'm sure that's intentional.
Okay.
Hmm.
So what? You just for as much as you know, you just held bank or monkfish in what?
From what I know,
My gosh, what is up? Bro is shivering.
we're getting get it done from here. From what I know, Milkfish was captured. He's then brought here, and then he was held here for a few days. And then Rose, or Rose using my body somehow duplicated the rift magic and
Okay.
used it on Milkfish.
What happened to Milk?
Well, like all of his seams tore apart. Then he came back as the larger Milkfish, the one that's like 3 feet tall.
Okay.
And then he beat up Rose and left.
Well, I think the only way back is either we walk that really long distance, we go a little bit, and then make another portal
Mm.
in the overworld. I think there are two options. Wait, no, because we still won't be able to get up to the surface.
Yeah, usually.
Okay, new plan. Break the portal as soon as I leave.
Okay.
And we're gonna try and gung ho this. Um, I'm gonna send you up. Can I have my lava bucket back? I'm gonna send you up to the top now. I'll be there
Okay.
in a little bit. I gotta find my own way up. Afternoon.
So,
Dude, the freedom of movement my fucking ability gives me is actually crazy.
mm,
Okay. Time to go back where we all learned about the truth of the world. This is your boat, I think.
yeah. Oh well.
It's on the ground. Now, it may look like I'm charging randomly into the nether, but I am charging randomly into the nether.
I thought there was gonna be more to that.
That's what they all think. That's new. 2 stairs, okay.
Mm.
Jesus Christ.
Mm.
Okay. What you're about to see, I have no explanation for. I don't know where it came from.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me extremely uncomfortable to even see,
Mm-hmm.
and it is quite hard to traverse. So,
Oh, that's fun.
yeah,
What is
that
this?
is how I would phrase it. Um, some kind of library. It's much easier if you look, if we can get up into that space right there.
Do you need
Well, I can get
blocks?
up there. Can you get up there?
I can build it there.
Okay, let me see. I might be able to help you. Do I have the right boots on? I do. Okay, now you gotta give me a bit before I can get up there. Wait, no, I got flippers. Wait, I might be able to. Yeah, we love helium flamingo.
Mm-hmm.
Comes in clutch. Yeah, as you can see, it's a lot harder to navigate when you're lower.
Yeah. I mean, have you read any of the books in it?
So, a lot of these books are blank,
Mm.
or just, but we can't read them for some reason. But some of them are written in, and we can. Those are the ones that we picked up and actually read. And I have one of them, but it's not here. Um, and otherwise, there's going to be books on the ground, and some of those could be the written ones,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes not. So, yeah. Give water. Oh, okay.
I'm a bird. I'm used to falling.
Not a very good one.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. This place makes me extremely uncomfortable. I don't know.
I would imagine.
Not just here, but I mean there.
Mm.
So I will stand probably a little bit outside of the edge, and you can go in if you.
Mm. So weird. Hold on. I'm coming out here. I'm testing something. Okay. Okay. So, okay. This is interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Um,
I already
so,
knew that much.
there's a sound that your
Okay.
dimension makes. Not your target dimension, but the world itself. Whereas it's not a dimension, it's more of a universe. Or, Um, but it's silent in here, with the exception of that computer. That sounds like the sound your universe makes, but concentrated louder. You know,
Yeah.
usually it's a faint buzz in the background. But
I feel like just being near, just even looking at this thing, like, puts a buzzing in my head. So, or at
it's
least it has every other time. I just,
a
it's
lot of
uncomfortable. Yeah.
it's a lot of raw, unconcentrated magical energy. And if it sounds like this world, then that means it's the source.
This place is practically outside of time. Anything that happens here doesn't necessarily happen on any one timeline, just kind of happens.
I would imagine if you were to walk into the distance, you could maybe find another one of these for a different universe.
I sure the hell hope not.
Because if this exists outside of the boundaries of this magical system, then that means it's multiversal. But the point
Yeah,
is, someone put it
mm,
here, and we need to find out who, because they are the source of this universe.
well, I have the next best thing, but
What's that?
it's another walk.
Yeah. What else am I gonna do? Shear my sheep?
You could. What's wrong with shearing sheep?
And I need it for netherite mining.
Honest birds living. Come on. Be a written book, please. Fuck. Sorry. I just got it. I gotta guess I'm gonna be lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm not lucky. I feel like I'm gonna round one of these corners and Sprout's gonna be there.
Mm-hmm. I thought he removed the portal.
I I still fear.
Mm.
Okay. You're not gonna ask me to get you up again, are you?
I mean, it's your dimension, man.
I just came up with an easier idea. Oh wait. Was that offensive? That's my bad. I'll do lava.
It's too late.
Shit. Okay, go. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Oops. Didn't mean to be offensive. I was ableist. Fuck.
Uh-huh. I'm used to it by now. It's whatever.
It's waterver. It's what? Waterver.
Mm-hmm.
It's waterver. You could say. You could say that technically. You could say it was waterver. Yeah.
I'm not gonna answer that.
Guys, holy shit, these are great jokes. What would have hurt worse, the water or the the fall?
It's hard to say, honestly.
Yeah, try not to light a fire too close to this. I'm pretty sure all of those blocks are flammable.
So I got my Jordans on.
Got your Jordans on.
Got my Jordans on. I took them off so that I don't outrun you. Hmm? Hmm.
Whee! Yay! Yippee! Woo!
You know, I don't think Sprout's a bad person. I think he's just confused.
That's still dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to the Wanderer's Rest, which I think is this way. I don't know how far. Is it this one? Is this Town Hall? That's Town Hall. So I need to go this way. I think it's this one. Fuck. Whee! Yippee! Yay! Yippee! Woohoo! People keep leaving those open and pigmen keep wandering the streets.
I don't know.
Welcome to my humble half abode.
Hmm.
Uh,
Definitely
I don't
half an
recommend
abode.
you read through all of this right now, but at least consume of what that is.
Mm-hmm.
It's very long.
See it. Also, have you been able to turn the computer on?
It's running, but I don't think I can do any. I don't have any privileges,
Hmm.
so no, I can't do anything. Nobody can do anything. Do you want to? Out of character, do you want to give me mod in your stream so I can ban the people who are like bots?
I'll do it later.
No, you won't.
You can remind me. I will.
Well, I've reminded you multiple times to give me
So
more perms in the Dawn 6 community, and you didn't.
I gave you them.
Uh-uh.
Mhm. If they didn't, that's a glitch, and I'll fix it.
No, like somebody else should have like above admin like permissions so that we can make people players even
Mm-hmm.
if they are not already
I
or
see.
something because we had that problem a while ago. Okay,
Okay.
back in character.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how much of that you're probably gonna understand anyway. So
I mean, I lived in the modern day,
yeah, but
at least before
yeah,
the
that's fair.
apocalypse.
That's fair. That's fair.
I had a phone. I miss my phone. Mm. Have you? Have we tried to activate emergency permissions?
Emergency permissions?
Yes. Universe OS will refuse unsafe rewrites unless emergency permissions are active.
Refuse. Well, we can't. We can't even request a rewrite anyway right now.
I see. So what's with the whole code thing?
It's near the end.
I'm flipping through. Temporary admin rights. Hmm. After one approved action. Um, I don't. This thing says it can't override life and death actions.
No, no, I can't hand it here. It says it will manage in order of importance stability, narrative, time, space, life, death, and magical concepts.
Hmm.
So the higher something is on this list that we may compromise, the more likely and that we ask it to affect, right? The higher up is the more likely that it will deny.
I see.
So if we really threaten stability, it probably will not let us do it. If we really threaten narrative, then there's a chance it just says no.
Hmm.
I
You
don't
know
know
what
what
I?
narrative necessarily means, but I
It's
can
like
make a wild
story,
guess.
right?
Yes, like a story, but that's kind of frightening to put around our lives. So I would
Well,
prefer not to think too much about that.
that's fair. That's fair. Oh, what I think we should do is we should all gather somewhere. Everyone, at like the town hall or something. We should all put down something we want to change before we put in the code.
That's a good suggestion.
'Cause I'm not sure how many people will agree to it, but I think it's good to try.
Read 33 and 34, I think.
Mm-hmm. System will continue. System is running. I see.
Yeah. So,
But with
yeah.
the event horizon, how does
Yeah.
that change things?
So the error horizon is the dumbest possible way of fixing errors that I've ever heard of.
Mm.
So when the system, whenever it comes across a problem, it will
Mm-hmm.
attempt to find a backup, a safe backup, and then attempt to do the same thing again.
Mm-hmm.
And if that fails again, it will try again, and et cetera, up to a certain point. Instead of continuing trying or just reverting to a safe backup, and a regular system of this kind of caliber is if we would have tried to go here, or at least from our computers, right? If we
Mm.
would have tried to get here and it turned out that we caused a massive error and it could not find it could not resolve anything, then what it would do is it would go to an earlier backup and we would have just gone.
Mm.
No crows, no rad, no
Mm.
anybody, which realistically is what should have happened. Or it should have shut down entirely, which means no universe, which
Mhm.
means technically no strife, which means no here. But instead, it will reach the. And I'm assuming it does this for stability and for narrative, because that's one of its tenets, but it's still stupid. It will reach this thing called the event horizon, or the error horizon, and that will basically put it into a mode where after it has already gone through all the steps of trying to repair,
Mhm.
it will instead just gut anything that it thinks is not important or will not fix. So it will delete a lot of data, and then it will shove in whatever data was not originally working. Like, it will modify the universe itself to fit the error problem
Mm.
and get rid of everything else. Not everything else, but like anything that it needs to in order for us to fit. And it will do whatever it can, and then it will change a lot of stuff, and it will start anyway. It will continue anyway. So
So that's why I got stuck with a
that's
bunch
why
of
you
other
got stuck,
people.
because it found it easier to
Yeah.
make you. Correct me if I'm wrong. Your crows and milkfish and
Mm. Mm.
an
Mm.
axe,
And
quote unquote.
goose.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry, goose, not milkfish. Um, yeah, but it found that narratively easier and
Mm.
easier to maintain stability. I'm still not. I think its solution to me is. I don't have the error log. I think Sprout might have it, but whatever.
Sprout does have it.
Okay. What it said is that I have multiple origin points. Like, I'm not from a specific universe because I
Mm-hmm.
never technically left one.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the main error that caused a cascading error into the error horizon. And I'm assuming what it did with me and why I'm here is it decided to make an entire dimension outside of time, an entire that is independent from the universe, that gives me an origin point. I'm assuming now this is my origin point. So
Or
I'm assuming it did.
maybe it picked an already existing dimension within the universe and just stuck you in there.
Maybe. But I still don't perceive time or the universe correctly, so I'm not
Mm.
sure what's going
That's fair.
on. That's been your thrilling time in the rad dimension.
I don't think this is your fault, if that's any consolation.
It is my fault in the same way that it is a it is my fault in a way that it is a mosquito's fault for biting you.
Mm.
It's just what it does. And I didn't have a choice, and I didn't know of what would happen, and but it happened anyway. So
Mm.
we're all fucked.
Well, maybe. But, if we find whoever made the system. Maybe they can like reboot it or whatever.
Well, based on the user manual, it seems like I don't even know what would buy it, but it seems like a regular, like as if there's an multiversal market for maintaining and creating a universe,
Yeah, that wouldn't
which is
surprise me.
insane to even think about. But
Mm.
that means like we run on 8-bit. Not actually. We probably run at least on 64-bit, but like, man,
We're running on a backup generator.
not well. I don't know what powers it.
Mm.
Maybe.
We're like
There you go.
we're like
There's the truth.
the dinosaur game that you play when
Yes,
the
like the
Wi-Fi goes
dinosaur
out.
game.
Yeah.
Yes. Well,
Mm.
now you know the truth of whatever. And are you happy? Do you feel more fulfilled? Feel scared? Do you feel how you feel?
I mean, makes sense.
It makes sense.
Makes sense.
Yeah, nothing about what I just shared makes sense, so you gotta be loony.
Um, I've seen a lot of things that don't make sense.
I
This one almost takes the cake, though.
I tripped on well, not tripped, but I stepped in a puddle,
Mm-hmm.
and then I ended up in an apocalypse, and I found out that uh like multiversal theory is correct.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh yeah, we can get you home. And I go through a portal to go home, and I end up here, and there's magic, and the universe runs on a computer
Mm.
in the middle of a library that makes no sense. And
Yep.
yeah,
And I'm being controlled by an evil lesbian.
yeah, but I've seen that. Like that's like old news.
Yeah,
We've already had.
yeah, but there's also the she might explode and destroy the universe thing. That one's new.
That's a little new.
Yeah.
Well, if Cool is here.
Who's here? He doesn't talk much.
Well, I mean the one that we left.
Yeah.
Well, not you know.
Mm.
Nobody invited me to his funeral. I just found out that he died
Figured.
after.
I mean, I figured you weren't that close with the guy.
Well, it's still a technical, temporary, very scary roommate.
Mm.
So, a little fucked up.
I apologize. But sort of jarring news.
Okay. Um. Well, I'll leave you to your own devices. Don't turn into a evil lady and harm the general populace.
I'll try my best.
Okay. Later.
Very well.